Now that we're done with the fade, we can move on to the front line, and before we start lining him up, we're going to go ahead and comb everything down and debulk with the one guard all the way open. Now that we're done debulking this hairline, we can move on to our Goat FX and start off at the middle, working our way to the sides. You also want to make sure you go slow enough that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then the hair's going to shift and then you won't line them up properly. You also want to keep the vertical bars and corners as natural as possible, because if not, then it won't look right. Now that we're done lining him up and detailing the fade, we can move on to the top of the capitus and create our first guideline throughout the middle of the head. We're then going to use that same guideline to cut to the sides and match everything evenly. You always want to make sure that the hair is nice and saturated so you can get its true length. When using your shears, you want to stay as consistent as possible, and you also want to cut at a certain angle when you're cutting near the parietal ridge, because you want to make sure you blend into the top. Now that we're done with our shear work on top, we can move on to our Turkish razor and Derber premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and leave a super thanks down below. When you're using the razor, you want to keep it at a 45-degree angle and use your opposite hand to stretch the skin as much as possible. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone. Now that we're done with our fades, we're gonna go ahead and separate the hairline from the top and go ahead and debulk it with the one guard all the way open. Once we're done debulking the hairline, we can move on to our go to effects and start off in the middle, working our way to the sides. You always want to make sure you go slow enough that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then the hair is going to shift and you won't line them up properly. Now that we're done with this hairline, we're going to move on to our Turkish razor and Derby Premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to apply some shave gel so that the razor could glide better. When you're using the razor, you always want to keep it at a 45-degree angle and stretch the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone, so be very careful. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and leave the super things down below or follow the Instagram.